Why degrees are not enough for careers today. The gap between education and industry. Why many graduates struggle to find jobs. The truth about degrees and careers today. For decades, young people were told one simple formula for success: study hard, get a degree, and you will get a good job. But today, millions of graduates around the world are discovering something very different. A degree alone is no longer enough to build a successful career. In this video, I will explain why this is happening and what young professionals must do to survive in today's competitive job market. I'm sharing this perspective based on more than 2 decades of experience in corporate operations, logistics, administration, and human resource management. Over the years, I have interviewed and worked with many graduates and have seen a clear gap between what universities teach and what industries actually need. Section 1: The old belief about degrees. In the past, a degree was rare. Only a small percentage of people went to university, and industries needed educated professionals. Because of that, having a degree automatically increased your chances of getting a job. But today, the situation has changed. Universities produce millions of graduates every year, and competition has increased dramatically. A degree has become a basic requirement, not a competitive advantage. Section 2: The biggest problem: education versus industry. One of the biggest problems is the gap between education systems and real industry requirements. Many educational institutions are still teaching theoretical knowledge, while companies require practical skills and real world understanding. Course outlines in many universities are outdated. They often do not reflect how industries actually work today. Technology, management systems, logistics, operations, digital tools, and workplace dynamics change very quickly. But educational programs sometimes take years to update their curriculum. As a result, graduates leave university with degrees but without the skills companies immediately need. Section 3: What companies actually expect. When companies hire employees, they are not only looking at degrees, they ask different questions. Can this person solve problems? Can this person communicate properly or professionally? Can this person work in teams? Does this person understand real business operations? These are practical abilities that often are not fully developed in traditional education systems. This is why many graduates feel shocked when they enter the corporate world. Section 4: Why many graduates struggle in their first job. Many graduates enter the workplace expecting clear instructions and structured environments like classrooms. But corporate life is very different. In companies, employees are expected to take initiative, solve unexpected problems, communicate with different departments, handle pressure and deadlines. These skills are rarely practiced during academic studies. Section 5: What students should do differently. So, if degrees are not enough, what should young professionals do? First, understand that education is only the foundation, not the entire building. Students must focus on developing practical skills alongside their degrees. What could be the key actions? Learn practical skills. Focus on skills relevant to your industry: technology, operations, analysis, and communication. Gain real experience early. Internships, part time work, and project involvement help bridge the gap between theory and practice. Improve professional communication. The ability to communicate ideas clearly is one of the most valuable corporate skills. Understand how business work. Try to learn how companies generate revenue, manage costs, and serve customers. Section 6: A message for educational institutions. Educational institutions also need to evolve. Universities should work closely with industries to design course outlines that reflect real workplace requirements. Students must be exposed to practical projects, case studies, internships, and industry mentorship. This collaboration can help reduce the gap between education and employment. A degree is still valuable, but it is no longer enough by itself. The professionals who succeed today are those who combine education with skills, adaptability, and practical understanding of business. If young people understand this early, they can prepare themselves for a much stronger career.